I can't believe it's been 3 years since I made a video. So I'm going to ooh ah I decided to make this because I dye my hair red, and as you can see, it's all faded and disgusting. It fades like as soon as I think about washing my hair. Awesome, being a redhead. I'm making this because I decided to make my own color depositing conditioner because I've read a lot of things on it and I want to try it because when you make your own, you can use the color that you dye your hair with, or you can experiment to like change the tone of the color and put different hues of like purples or blues or whatever you want in your hair. So I decided to make my own instead of buy it pre-made. And it's really simple. You just buy whatever dye you want. Everything's gonna be backwards because whatever. This is light red, demi-permanent light red, by Age Beautiful Anti-Aging Hair Color, and I'm mixing it with Honey Armstrong Herbal Essences conditioner. Usually I've read that you can do anywhere from a ratio of 3:1 to like 1:1, 2:1, like however, like it just depends on like the intensity that you want it. God, this lighting is fucking horrible. My apologies. But yeah, it's really like simple. So I'm gonna do a 2:1 ratio, 2 parts conditioner to 1 part of this. I think. I don't know. I'm pretty much just gonna wing it because whatever, is pretty much what I do. I'm not a cosmetologist. I don't do hair for a living. I didn't go to school for it, so don't take my word for any of this. I'm just doing what I think will work for my hair. I don't know what condition your hair's in and what'll work for it. I'm just doing my hair because it's my hair, and if it falls out, whatever, I can get a weave or a wig. Not really caring. So like I said, this is a demi-permanent. You can do semi, you can do a full permanent. I'm just doing this because it was a freebie with a purchase of the hair dye I do from Sally's. I love Sally's. So I just have my mixing bowl and a little brush. I'm probably gonna use this end to start up. So I'm just going to squeeze. Trying to think. I'm probably gonna do like half the tube. I mean, I have an awful lot of hair, so I'll just do like, well, I'll do a quarter and see how that works. Ooh, excuse you. That's so red. Looks like ketchup. Ketchup. Okay, so you really want to be doing this with gloves because this red will stain horribly. Like, it's gonna fucking stain. So, ew, gross. My suggestion would be to apply it with gloves, protect your, like, face and the back of your neck with Vaseline, because even though it's in the conditioner, it's gonna dye, it's gonna stain. Like, there's no getting around it. It's gonna stain. So, like, just, ew, what the hell? This is so disgusting. It's been just, oh my god, ew. It's got, like, nasty water in it from just sitting in my shower. This is just extra conditioner I have just sitting around, so yay. That was probably too much, but this is all about experimenting. And this brand dye, the Zodis Age Beautiful, right now it's buy one get one free at Sally's, so that's the reason why I went with this. Plus, this is what I use to dye my hair anyway. You can use whatever you want, pretty much. Like, it does not matter. Just as long as it's, like, no developer, because you're not dyeing your hair, you're just simply depositing color onto it. So just, I'm all messed up. This is front-facing camera, so I'm all fucked up. What I'm doing is, I got the conditioner and the color in my bowl. Lighting sucks ass. And I'm just basically mixing it up. And the perks about this is it's gonna smell amazing because you're not adding developer, so it's not gonna smell like shit. Yay! You want to do this at least once a week, maybe more. And always, 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 especially if you have red dyed hair, wash your hair in as cold as you can tolerate it water, because if you don't, it's gonna fade even quicker. So yeah, you have to wash it in cool water. But just mix up as, like, don't go crazy and use the whole tube, because it's just you're just gonna waste it. Color expires. Like, it doesn't last forever, especially out of the tube. Like, I think once oxygen hits it, like, I don't know, whatever. I'm not an expert, so don't hold me to it. But just mix just enough to make a mask on your hair. And what I do is, like, before I put this on my hair, I'm gonna put gloves on because I don't feel like dealing with pink hands. I would leave it on my hair for anywhere from like 15 to 45 minutes. Since my hair is a pain in the ass, super thick, and just a mess, I'm gonna go for the full 45 minutes, maybe even a fucking hour, because my hair is just, ugh, like, it's so faded and disgusting right now. Like, ew. Look at this. It's atrocious. Like, this is disgusting. Like, ugh. And this is a darker red than I have been in the past. I did, like, the Rihanna bright ass red last year, and it just, ugh, way too much upkeep. And, like, I went darker thinking, oh, it's a darker shade of red, it's gonna be better upkeep. No, same pain in the ass bullshit. So yeah, my hair is gross. Oh, and look, I got some sweet roots to the party, but whatever. So, like I said, get a color hair dye. And this is good if you dye your hair, period. It doesn't matter what color. It's good for black, brown, blonde. I don't know. I guess you can do a bleach bath, which is bleach and conditioner mixed. That's about all I have for blondes. I've never went blonde. It not possible with my hair. I would have to bleach it until it fell off. And been there, done that. I will never do it again. But like I said, any color, black, browns, reds, any color minus blondes, this is highly, highly recommended to do in between dyeing, because no matter what, it will fade. Like, the color does not stay. Even though it's permanent, it fades, which is a pain in the ass, especially red shades. They, like, and, like, it's like this super sweet pink color now. But yeah, red is the worst at fading. Like, maybe the week after I color it, it looks amazing because I haven't watched it yet, and as soon as I watch it, it's not as amazing. So I'm hoping that this will fix that problem, which I'm pretty sure like it will. So I used half the tube of color. Excuse me, that was disgusting. I used half the tube of color, and I'm gonna add some more. Goodness. It just got everywhere. Awesome. That was. Ew. There's so much air in it. Ugh, whatever. Well, it's just conditioner, so it won't ruin my shirt. At least. Oh my god. That was so funny. So, yeah. You're gonna want to do this. Any color. You can do this any color your hair is. Just get the color hair dye you use. Or if you want to experiment, like, I could have easily gotten a purple, a pink. Like, I could have played around with different hues in my hair. But, I didn't feel like experimenting quite yet. So I just went with the color that I'm using already. Oh, yeah. Actually smells really good compared to dyeing the hair. So get this all nice and mixed up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on my tips because that's like dead hair. So that fades. The absolute worst is my tips. I'm not going to focus on my roots because they're growing out. So that'd be pointless. But I'm just going to focus on my tips and the rest of my hair. I'm going to work my way from the tips up as opposed to working from the root down like you would if you were dyeing your hair. I'm just going to do it this way. I don't know if that's the correct way to do it, so just do it how you're comfortable. That's how I'm comfortable. Tips up to like where my roots are starting to show. That's how I'm going to do it. And also any color dye you want to do. Gloves. Gloves is a must. Like, I should be wearing them, like, just mixing it, but I'm not, because I'm lazy. So yeah, that is it for DIY color depositing conditioner. You can use any dye as long as it, like, okay, scratch that. You can use any dye as long as it's the tube of dye itself. I don't know about box dyes. I don't fuck with box dyes. They are shitty, in my opinion. Like, I hate box dyes. I can't stand those box dyes. I think every time I've used them, the color it was showing did not even look remotely close to the color it dyed my hair. And, it's so stupid. And in the long run, this is cheaper and it's so much better just to get the tubes of dye and buy the developer yourself from a Sally's or any other salon supply store. Because box dye is horrible. I cannot stand it. I have such a, like, I hate box dye. Like, it's just left me disappointed every time I've used it. So as soon as, like, Sally's opened, I think, like, 10 years ago, and I discovered it, and I was like, I'm never doing box dye ever again in my life. And plus, with this, you have more room to customize, like, the color to your liking. A box dye, you can't really do that at all. Like, you can't. There's no customizing it. It's either it looks good on your hair, or the color's nowhere close to what it is on the box, and it looks like shit. And you're left having to re-dye it, just a plain retarded ass color. And I'm not dealing with that no more. So use tubes of dye and any conditioner, preferably something that's like really thick and super moisturizing, like not a leave-in conditioner. Those are no, those are watery, but like a hair treatment, like a hair mask conditioner would be the best because it's super thick. Just something that will stay and won't run down your face and down everywhere. And what I plan on doing, because this is the first time I'm doing it, is I'm going to put it all over my hair and then just put it all over my hair, put a shower cap on, set my timer for 45 minutes, wrap my hair with a towel over the shower cap, and call it a day and wash it out and see what happens. I mean, it can't do any harm. I mean, I don't think so. It's conditioner, and hopefully it'll just like put color on this and not make it look so gross. Cause like that's nasty. I should just chop all my tips off anyway, but whatever. That is do-it-yourself color deposit conditioner. Any questions? I'm pretty sure you can Google it. Like, that's what I did. I Googled it, and I just was like, oh, well, I have this D.I.Y permanent dye sitting around from the last time I bought dye to dye my hair because it was free. So, I found really good use for it. Yay! You can use any kind of dye as long as it's the tube dye. I don't recommend liquid because that would just make the conditioner liquidy and then would run everywhere and be a big, huge ass mess. It's already going to be a mess. You don't want to add to that. So the cream dye is the best and the thickest conditioner you can find. Hair mask is probably what I'd go with. Like a nice, thick hair mask. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you have any questions, like, you can comment or you can just Google, because that's what I did. It's really self-explanatory and really easy to do. Like, super, super easy. And the most you'll spend, depending on the brand of conditioner and the brand of dye you want to use, is like $10, $12. Like, I spent, like, this was